Thank you so much for giving your time up with me today. Why is this announcement so important for tackling gender-based violence?
We have record numbers of people who suffer domestic abuse, domestic violence, but a lack of support. And that means often they stay with the abuser. And so what I've announced today is an additional £6 million to support those who are the victims and survivors of domestic abuse. And so what this does is it gives a lifeline to leave the abuser, get that support, get the wraparound care. And that's why it's really important to invest in this area.
I am a survivor of some gender-based violence that actually happened when I lived in London. As mayor and as a father, what else do you think can be done to make women feel more safe when they're out in London?
We've got to make sure, though, we recognise that this is a whole society issue, addressing misogyny wherever it occurs, making sure the criminal justice system responds accordingly. For men, I think we should be sensitive and have empathy to what women and girls go through, but also for people like me in a position of power and influence, I've got a responsibility when I can do something about it, to do something about it. And that's one of the reasons why we've announced this funding today.
As a campaigner, one of the things that I'm so passionate about is reforming PHSE in the way that we talk and educate young people on red flag and toxic behaviour in relationships, domestic abuse, and other forms that contribute to the cycle of misogyny. Can you explain to me a little bit more about the toolkits that you're planning on rolling out to primary and secondary?
Well, nobody's born a misogynist. Nobody's born sexist. Something happens. And so we've got to make sure at a young age we are helping primary school kids, secondary school kids.
People tend to forget that children, yes, they are children, but eventually they grow up to be managers and doctors and teachers and things like that. So to teach them from a young age, make sure we break the cycle that keeps misogyny alive.
If you can equip a child with these skills in school, with the right values, they'll have it for life.
I really want to thank you for your time, and hopefully what you've announced today can be replicated by your counterparts in other regions of the country.
And thanks for your bravery in talking about your experience, but also being a campaigner. So thanks for what you do as well.
Thank you.